Alrighty, so here is some help on solving inequalities. We're going to start off with this one right over here. Now, the whole goal is to get x by itself on one side compared to some number on the right side. The first thing you want to do is make sure that all x's are on one side, and it looks like x over here is all by itself. So the question is, how do we get rid of a plus 3? Well, if you remember, you can make a 0 pair by adding -3, and that would turn that into a 0. But if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. So then on the left side, you're left with x. Leave the symbol alone, and you have -1 and -3, and that ends up being -4. And we successfully have finished that first problem. It's quite simple. We have x compared to is bigger than -4. Now, if we wanted to graph it, we can do our 4 steps or 5 steps or whatever. Find our boundary point, -4. Fill in our line as such. Now, remember, if there's no line underneath the symbol, it's just an open circle. And we want x to be bigger. We can check over here. Is 5 bigger than -4? No. So that we know it's going to go that way. Now, moving over here. If you have variable on both sides, you remember you want to get them on one side alone, and I gave you the hint to get rid of the smaller variable. Well, to get rid of a small variable, you got to get rid of this m over here by doing -m. If you do it to one side, you do it to the other, this becomes a 0, this becomes 2m. You still have +1 less than or equal to 7. Now we want the m's to be alone, so we got to take away this 1, that's a 4, this 1, and take away 1 over here to keep it balanced. That turns into a 0, so we have 2m is less than or equal to 6. Remember, we only want 1m, so we're going to divide by 2, divide by 2. M is less than or equal to 3. Now I'm going to come to another page. We'll do the same thing. We have m is less than or equal to 3, and we want to mark it on a graph. Our boundary point is 3. We fill in our number line. Now, since we have this little line underneath here, we're not just going to do a circle, but because of this little symbol there, that means we got to fill in the circle because 3 is a solution. Now we want to go to the left. Does 2 less than or equal to 3? Yes, so that means our arrow goes this way. Again, that's how you solve equations or inequalities at this point. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of help. Good luck on your worksheets, and I will post the answers tonight.